In this demo, we'll take a look at another Adenty solution, MarTech Stack Orchestration. Modern websites rely on a mix of different marketing tools, analytics, chats, pop-ups, and more. But using all of them together often creates problems. Tools are hard to manage, load times suffer, and the user experience gets worse. As a result, you lose engagement and conversion opportunities. Adenty helps you connect and coordinate all your tools smoothly. It improves site performance with flexible, lazy loading options, and it lets tools trigger each other in real time to create advanced visitor interaction flows. All configured through Adenty's interface without writing custom code. Let's see how it works. I've already set up several UI integrations in advance, and each one is triggered under specific conditions. Let's start with the first one, a pop-up that appears once per session. Adenty supports various frequency options, once per session, on every page view, once per day, or even a custom time interval. Now let's see this in action. I'm going to visit adentypro.com, where the Adenty Pixel is installed. Since I haven't been to this site yet, this will be a new session. Let's load the page. The pop-up appears, just as expected. Now I'll refresh the page. This time, the pop-up doesn't appear, because it was already triggered for this session. And a quick note. A new session starts after 30 minutes of user inactivity, just like in Google Analytics. Next, let's look at a data-driven trigger. This allows you to launch any integration based on dynamic conditions. In my demo, the integration will trigger when the page view count in local storage reaches 3. Let's go back to the adentypro.com site and check the current value of page view. I'll open local storage, and here we can see the current value is 2. Let's refresh the page. Now it's 3 and the integration is triggered, and a pop-up form appears on it exactly as expected. Now let's look at a more advanced setup, a trigger based on a custom event. This allows you to launch integrations using complex multi-step logic. In our case, the integration is set to trigger when a custom event called PageViewEvent is fired. Let's take a closer look at the conditions for this event. Inside the Custom Events tab, we can see that PageViewEvent depends on an external API integration. It will only fire when the API returns true. Now, let's check the API response directly on the site. In the data layer object adenty.edl, we can inspect the latest payload, adenty.dl. And right now, the API is returning false. The condition for returning true is when the visitor's page view count exceeds 4. This simulates a paywall scenario, the moment when access should be limited or content gated. Let's reload the page. The paywall appears. Now let's double-check the API again. The response is now true and the page view event was successfully fired, triggering the integration. With Adenty's MarTech Stack Orchestration, you can trigger UI integrations based on precise, flexible conditions, reduce load time by lazy loading tools only when needed, build complex workflows without writing any code. It's a smarter way to run your MarTech stack and a better experience for your visitors. Thanks for watching, and check out our next demo to explore more.